Hi everyone, and welcome to my educational seminar. Today's topic is finding healthier solutions without breaking the bank to prevent and treat type 2 diabetes. My name is Jessica Crone. I am 31 years old. I currently live in Elgin, South Carolina. I received my Bachelor's of Art from Francis Marion in 2010 with an emphasis in graphic design and a minor in art history. I am currently attending the University of New England to pursue my master's in applied nutrition. And right now I work at a credit union. And upon graduating, I look forward to transitioning to the nutrition field and being able to promote healthy behavior changes and disease prevention. For this seminar, I chose the age range for the population to be 23 to 33 years old, as I am 31, and I have experience from transitioning from a college graduate, going from part-time work to full-time work, and having mounds of student debt to pay on. Oftentimes feeling as I needed to pay my bills, and eating fast food would be the better, cheaper option. However, it wasn't always as simple as that. And so, while I tried to eat healthy and maintain an active lifestyle, it wasn't always at the forefront of my mind. So, I believe finding balance will help you create healthier habits, and you must be willing to put in the work. But don't worry, you've got this. And remember, it's easier to create healthier habits now so that they're easier to maintain later down the road. And you can always pass them along with your friends, family, and eventually your children. The agenda for today's seminar includes the presentation, a quick break at 11:40. We will then have a question and answer segment. There are 2 audience participation activities. We want to help you create a budget for healthy shopping, and also we will demonstrate a cooking lesson on healthier alternatives. So we'll take a recipe and learn to swap out some of the ingredients to either cut the fat content or save on extra calories without losing the flavors. Lastly, we will close with light refreshments and assist anybody wanting to sign up for the government programs, or we will set up appointments to help you sign up at a later date, whichever is more convenient for you. Now, we will go over the overview of the presentation. We will begin with learning what is diabetes and what the risks are of having high blood sugar. We will discuss how Hispanic food culture and traditions impact diabetes. We will discuss the statistics on the Hispanic population. We will also learn how low income and other barriers impact diabetes in the Hispanic population. We will go over how to build healthier habits that do not break the bank, along with trying to increase physical activity with options that are low cost or no cost to you. Lastly, we will go over 2 different government assistance programs that are for nutritional supplements, such as SNAP and WIC. We'll go over the benefits and see if you are eligible for the programs. Now, today we'll be learning some different topics. When you leave this seminar, you will be able to identify different foods and food groups that are found on the perimeter of a grocery store in order to find fresher foods and eliminate processed foods in your diet. Now, what this means is you want to shop the outside walls of the store, and those are where the freshest foods are found. Now, That doesn't mean that the center aisles don't have healthy foods, because there are foods such as canned tuna, brown rice, and even frozen vegetables. But in the center aisles, you typically will find your processed foods. Next, you'll be able to demonstrate how to create a healthy shopping list on a budget using the sell ad and the perimeter method. We will assemble a traditional dish using alternative toppings and ingredients that will allow for a similar taste, however, giving a healthier outcome. And you'll be able to discuss new ways to incorporate more physical activity by using what is available to you at no cost or little cost. And after the seminar, I challenge everyone to go home and try at least one of these learning objectives, customize it, and make it work for you and your family. Now, we will discuss what diabetes is. Diabetes is when one's body makes an increased level of insulin because their cells are not responding. Insulin allows blood sugar to enter the cells to help create energy. And when the cells do not respond, the pancreas creates more insulin. The overload of insulin in the pancreas cannot keep up. This causes one's blood sugar levels to rise. High blood sugar can put you at risk for cardiovascular diseases, blindness, renal disease, diabetic foot syndrome, and many other health issues. Type 2 diabetes is a serious health condition that should not go left untreated. It is often developed from poor lifestyle choices and genetics. Diabetes affects more than 30 million Americans, and of these individuals, 90 to 95% of them are diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Now, while U.S. adults have a 40% chance of developing type 2 diabetes, individuals of different racial and ethnic groups, such as Hispanics, have a 50% more increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. It has been estimated that 2.5 million Hispanic Americans that are aged 20 years and above have been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. There are many barriers that contribute to Hispanic individuals progressing forward with both the management and treatment of type 2 diabetes. We will discuss later in the seminar some of the barriers that Hispanic individuals may face. And in order to prevent and treat type 2 diabetes, more interventions need to be tailored towards Hispanic culture and their lifestyles to create a more positive outcome for having type 2 diabetes. Now, it is also crucial that diabetes does not go left untreated, as it is the 5th leading cause of death among the Hispanic population in the United States. As Hispanic food culture and tradition impacts diabetes, it is important to know what obstacles you may encounter when managing and treating your diabetes. Now, some staple foods are high in fat and calorie dense, however, not all Hispanic dishes are. So just watch your portions when eating these foods. Now, also, family often eat food together at different meal times and different family celebrations. So typically, if one person is eating unhealthy, that means the entire family is eating unhealthy. Different interventions need to be geared towards helping the entire family create healthier habits, as the family bond is strengthened by eating meals together. And often, social meals make it easy to overeat and consume extra calories. Now we will discuss some healthy traditional Hispanic food options. These dishes are healthy and full of the flavors that you already love. Chicken fajitas is a great option as they're packed with protein. You can swap the protein out for turkey or seafood to avoid red meat. In this picture, it looks like they have chicken. And another great topping selection is going to be salsa and guacamole. It'll provide extra flavor and healthy fats as well. Next, we have a favorite of everyone, the taco salad. You can save extra calories by not eating the shell, or if eating out, you can ask the server to put it on a bed of lettuce instead of the shell. A great option for replace and refried beans would be black beans and Spanish rice. Beans give you an excellent source of protein, and if the rice is made with tomatoes and peppers, it can provide immune-sustaining vitamin C. On this slide, we'll discuss some statistics on the Hispanic population. 78% of Hispanic women and more than 81% of men are overweight or obese. Less than 16% of Hispanic adults meet the federal physical activity guidelines. There is such a need to make physical activity feel less taxing, and creating healthier defaults will encourage healthier habits without the individual feeling like you have to make huge lifestyle adjustments, which will give you some great options later on. Individuals who are either overweight or obese are less physical active have a greater chance of being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Food choices and weight activity increases the risk for a Hispanic adult developing type 2 diabetes. On the last slide, some of these statistics may be affected by different barriers that you may face while trying to improve your diabetes. Did you know that Hispanic adults with diabetes want to have healthier eating habits, especially women? However, they may find it impractical to purchase additional foods for themselves since funds are typically limited. And there is a concept of putting your family first and the needs of yourself come later. Also, in a neighborhood that's predominantly Hispanic, there are typically less grocery stores or healthier food options to choose from, and more convenience stores with higher priced food items that you could typically find at a grocery store for a cheaper cost. It is also important to recognize all the challenges that you may face while trying to treat your diabetes with limited income so you can make them work together. Solving one problem could potentially fix another one. One common challenge is having a low income. Research has found that individuals with a lower income are more likely to develop diabetes than individuals with a higher income. Having a low income not only means having a higher chance of being diagnosed with diabetes, it also means not having access to diabetes care, treatments, and even medication. Now, we are going to learn some different ways to build healthier habits that will not break the bank and will help you prevent and or manage diabetes. To begin with, we will discuss the different food groups that you will want to fill your plate with. My plate gives great examples, both in Spanish and English, of the different food groups and what portions you should have of each one. This will also help you create your shopping list because you will be able to create your meals and portions based upon the My Plate recommendation. And knowing what the different food groups are will help you prepare a grocery list. And this will help you budget to purchase healthy foods so you aren't buying foods that you're not going to use for your weekly meal plan. So to begin with, you're going to want to check your local grocery store and sales papers to see if they have any healthy options. Next,